this list. Like I don't understand how this viewing stuff works. And it's weird though because like a lot of people will be like, I literally had 2 comments saying like I'm glad that I found this channel. I'm gonna go watch all your videos. And I had one that's like part 384, I think, of Oblivion. It's time to binge watch this. And it's like, I regret that you have to binge watch 384 videos of me complaining about my mod not working properly, pretty much. But anyway, like this is the kind of thing though that I get confused about is like, why is that this video right here, this 125 video, part number pretty much, doing better than part 1? Does nobody want to see how the start of this game works, pretty much? And same thing with Pokemon Insurgents. It's like, does nobody want to see this? And, well, Nice and 9 Revelations makes sense. It's a mod. People want to not have to watch 28, I think, or so parts, pretty much. They just rather just have it all in one. Oh, the reason why it's copyright is because the song that the person uses, I think, in the beginning, I think, or something like that, is copyrighted, and I didn't know, so obviously it got flagged. I think it's in the 2-hour mark. Is it 2-hour or 3-hour mark? I can't remember. But yeah, it's like somewhere in there. And something that I noticed too is that Pixelmon is doing very well for my channel. Like, not obviously for total views. I mean, like, it didn't hit the top spot, obviously. But, like, if you actually do look at the numbers over here, like these 4 videos pretty much are about 7, 15, 2,800 views altogether, pretty much. We'll say 2,900 because I only counted the hundreds and obviously the 1,000 pretty much. But again, though, like between those 3 videos in general, that's almost as much as one video is doing. And that's this video right here. So that's insane. That literally it takes 4 videos to cut of a series, mind you, of a series. That's not even just like of like 4 different videos kind of thing. It's of a series to kind of keep up with it. And 3 of them are actually from the same playlist. One isn't. And Pixelmon Adventure is just a solo thing. Is not even hit. Like I don't understand this nonsense at all. And this is the kind of like funny stuff that I like seeing. Like I like seeing, but like it's like, okay, I want some more context on why this is actually happening. Why is it that these random part 1s are like, I should be seeing more part 1s or part 2s here? Why am I seeing a part 76, part 9, part 10, part 12? Like part 11's not even on this list. Like, why is this here? Why is this happening? I am very confused here. Like, I don't understand this at all, and I'm confused, and I don't understand. I don't understand YouTube logic and that stuff. Like, I understand if it's like your favorite part, or you're going back to see like a specific part. And I understand, like, if you're trying to figure out like how to finish a puzzle, and you watched me at one point kind of situation. Like you watched a video of mine and that I solved the puzzle and then you're going back to that video. I understand why that part would do more than other ones, but you should see that they're amongst the same kind of view range. Or if it's a puzzle one, it would be more than what it should be, but it's still very close to it, right? So like if all of let's say the entire playlist is, let's say like every video is doing 200 views, those puzzle ones I would say would be around 300, maybe 350 views at that point. Not that video where it's the only one that's hit that high. That means that either that mod or that sort of thing is not doing as well. I want to see how well Enderal does when I start doing it. Because I'm just going to be doing Enderal straight up. I'm not going to have a mod or anything like that like I did with Nehrim, where I had the Dark King's armor, just not well endowed in terms of the effects. But we're going to be having Enderal just playing straight up Enderal. Because that's pretty much how I want to play it. Because if it's using mostly the same mechanics as Skyrim, I know for a fact I'm going to be an archer. If it uses the same mechanics, I'm going to be an archer. Because it's always what happens with Skyrim is that, like, every time I play it, I go, I'm going to be a warrior. Then halfway through, a bow magically appears in my hand and my archery is higher than my weapon skill. And I'm like, how the heck did this happen? Why is my archery skill higher than everything else? And why is there a bow in my hand? Get this thing out of here, that it sticks to my hand like I can't get rid of it. You cannot unequip this bow because you like it. It's like, oh no, it's stuck on my hand. How did this happen? And that's pretty much how I feel, though, is that, like, if Endril is the same way, I know for a fact I'm going to be using archery more often than anything. And that is the sad thing, is that archery is the one skill in Skyrim that I can always rely on. And that is sad to me. That archery is the one skill in which that I can always safely rely on because I am so good with it. I should probably just smith this out. And this I should just send it with the other heads anyway. It's not worth it, but it's fine. I'll go back down for the heads, and I'll go up for the sticks, pretty much. There we go. For that, it should be fine. Anyway, I might color coordinate those. I don't know yet. Oh, I actually was smithing stuff. Ooh, wait. No, that wasn't doing anything. Ooh, that's interesting. I did not know I was actually smithing stuff. Ooh. That's pretty cool. But yeah, like, that's the kind of thing, though, that, like, I'm gonna literally both hate and love about Enderroll, is that, like, if it's just like Skyrim, I'm gonna be using archery. And the reason why I hate Skyrim for that is because, like, for Oblivion, the only reason why I won't go for archery in Oblivion is because you cannot denock the arrows, and that archery does very little damage compared to all the other stuff that you can do with it. Oh, I forgot to get shulkers for this stuff. That's fine. I can work on that. I can do that later. Gold ingots. Gold ingots. Thank you. And that's the one thing that I don't like about Oblivion archery, and the fact that, like, for leveling that skill up, it's very minuscule in the way that, like, it'll get boosted. And the perks, I think, aren't really that great either in Oblivion for archery. Pretty much. I think it's like it has a zoom in feature, which I think is one of the best things about it. Is that the zoom in feature helps out a lot. I mean, it's the same thing with Skyrim. For Skyrim, I love the zoom in feature. It helps out a lot. It helps by trying to calculate, like, how far or how much you need to sort of adjust your arrows, kind of thing. That's kind of like how I use it. And same thing with like, if you accidentally get detected, kind of thing, you can use the slowdown feature and do the exact same thing, where you can, like, make micro adjustments. So, like, let's say there's an enemy that's standing right on that line, and let's say I'm crouching over here and I'm going to shoot, pretty much. If that person just randomly stumbles over there and I'm about to fire, I can micro adjust and I can slow down time and then slowly adjust to there. Mind you, I find that archery is a lot easier than it would be on PC than it would be on controller, but still. And even on my Switch, I've done that too. I have Skyrim from my Nintendo Switch. I have literally have played as a warrior, and I am regretting every single second of it because I am not used to playing a warrior anymore. I'm used to playing an archer. And because I'm so used to archery, guess what happens? I have become so bold in everything that I do that that's exactly what happens. Is that everything that I do in terms of like just killing enemies, I get so bold and be like, I'm an archer, aren't I? And I'm like, oh no, wait, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm up close. And then I proceed to die. Pretty much. Or I get very close to death, I think. And that's because I got so used to archery. And I usually have very good builds for archery. For warriors, mages, and all that stuff, I don't. Because I don't personally use those types of characters. I only use archers. So personally, I go for enchanted items and I go for things that help with archery. Things that help with stamina or maximum stamina and stamina recovery. That's pretty much the items that I go for. Because those actually help me out a lot. I don't think there's anything else that I go for either. Yeah, one thing that I should probably start doing is start using these actual storage areas. And not only that, spruce them up a little bit. Like, this looks very plain. Start sprucing these areas up a little bit. I think I kind of did with this wall, but still, like, kind of spruce them up, man. Like, duh, like, they're very boring. Oh, also, something I forgot to mention. In case I did, I apologize for repeating myself. But to be fair, for Minecraft, I feel like I lose time. And then I look at my stopwatch. I keep forgetting to replace these with smooth stone. Anyway. Oh, I replaced some of them with smooth stone. Weird. Anyway. Do you hear any mobs? I finally filled them in. I did it with two methods. I actually, at first I was lazy enough and I put sea lanterns in the middle of it so that they wouldn't spawn. You can actually still see the remnants of me actually doing it because I thought these ones actually had them too. But no, these didn't have the holes. These did though. I'll have to replace that one later. These actually had holes, so I replaced them. I put sea lanterns in the middle and I left them open. Just because I would end up working on them later. And then when I was done with the major storage area, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go do something very small. So I filled these in. I filled them in with quartz blocks, I think. And then I went back down and I worked on the farm area. And yeah, so yeah, I did that. And something else I have to work on off screen as well. It has to do with these. No, not this sign, right? No, not these signs. Not these signs. It's this sign. Yeah, it's these signs. So when this one opens, it's like it's supposed to open up this, but it's also supposed to technically activate this portal. And then this one, while it closes this up, it's supposed to also technically remove the nether portal. So although you don't get to hear the nether portal go off and you don't magically have zombie piglins coming through kind of thing. All right. Cool. And I could technically also spruce this up too. But I don't think I should. I think I should just keep these the way that they are. Because technically you're not really going to be back here anyway. And by that I mean like you're not always going to be hanging around back here going like, hey, look at me. I'm hanging around here for 3 hours. No. You're going to be hanging around here for like 2 minutes, storing stuff, and then getting the frick out. And then you're going to be going over here complaining that, why didn't I finish this? And leave. Also, something else I did also is that I fixed this so it actually fits a lot better. I fixed that. I think that was the only one that I think I used the columns. I think over here I didn't. Oh, it's lock. This is unlock. I think I just used normal quartz. Yeah, see, I used normal quartz for these ones. We're gonna seal up the doors. I'm surprised that doesn't cause a lag, because that's a lot of blocks it's putting down. Yeah, see, it's just still more quartz. It's weird. It's weird it's not causing lag. Maybe my server is just that powerful and then it crashes right now. My server is just too powerful. Crashes. This is unlock. Yes, this is also quartz, by the way. You can see the block that I used for world edit. Wow, I didn't notice you could actually see it from here. But yeah, that's the word block. That's the world edit block I use. Just get the corner, and then the other one's like all the way over there. You won't notice that one though, unless you're actually flying around. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for now. I apologize for the ending of showing off my YouTube channel and all that stuff and analytics and stuff like that. Very boring stuff, but anyway, I find it's not that very boring. I find it's very interesting to see some things, but seeing the entire channel that way is very boring, but seeing some of those things is actually quite interesting to see. So yeah, so next time, hopefully this entire ship will, W-I-L-L, be completed, where there will be nothing left over that needs to be done, and these will finally be hidden, so though they will never be here anymore. And maybe we can start working on banner placements. I don't know. So yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Sercacraft.